So first time I met him, I was in Oklahoma City. My son was speaking at something. I went to hear him speak. We had been elk hunting. Not my son, but me and a buddy. We're elk hunting, and the dude has a plane. I said, hey, can we stop in here? My son's giving a speech. Yeah, cool. So we go in there and see him. We're at lunch, and this guy said, hey, guess who's in town? I said, who? He said, Trump. He's doing one of his rallies. This is back 15. And, he's doing these rallies. He was at the Oklahoma State Fair. And I was like, oh, we got to go. We got to go to this. This is awesome, And I had just met Don Jr., who's a hunter. And that's how
certainly is.
That's how we met each other. We just met and talked. And so I emailed him or texted him and just said, hey, your dad's doing this rally. I was going to go check it out. And he's like, cool, I'll set it up. And I remember I got a police officer because I was like, there's no way I can go to this Oklahoma State, but I'm going to get mobbed at this place, And I may be more recognizable than Donald Trump in Oklahoma City in 2015. And so I have this cop with me. There's an RV in the back. So it's like a outdoor, there's a giant crowd, it's an outdoor thing. There's an RV. So I get on this RV, me and my buddies and my cop friend, and there's these other people in there. There's like cater person. There's these people. And this is a funny story. There's a dude on there and he comes up to me. He's got an earpiece in, but he's like got beach shorts on. Oh, who is this guy? I said, he said, can I get a picture of you? I said, yeah. I said, what do you do? Because I didn't know who worked for Trump. Trump's not there yet, you know? And he goes, I do all kind of stuff, He said, do you want to see my gun? Now, you've been around enough. Has any security person ever asked you, do you want to see my gun?
No,
that's not a...
No, it's not a thing.
And I'm looking at this cat going, what in the world? So I take a picture and... Corey Lewandowski gets on the bus. He goes, if you ain't with Willie, get off the bus. And so these people start getting off the bus, right? And so here comes the whole entourage, and Trump gets on. First time I met him, he's like, Willie, look at this. Willie, do you see the crowd is huge? 2000. He goes, even for you, it's huge, right? I mean, this is a huge crowd for somebody like you, And so I'm kind of laughing. My buddies are just like, this is the funniest thing ever. I look back you can ask Corey this story. I look back, that dude who said he had a gun is talking to Trump. He didn't get off the bus. And he's got like his book or something. And I could see Trump he just looks, and that's back when he had those giant security guards, he wasn't the president, he used to have those 6'9" guys. So Trump just gives this look, there's a look here. They come to me and go, is that dude with you? I said, no, he's not with me. I said, and he said he had a gun. And when I said that, they grabbed this guy by the back and just threw him off the bus. And Trump said, these spies are everywhere. And so I was like, and they're all looking, I could tell, man. And I looked up and I said, what kind of operation are y'all running here? Well, then that really made it bad because then I'm making fun of their security. But it was a true story. This dude.
Who was he?
Thankfully, I had the cop. It was a detective from Oklahoma City. So a week later, he calls me. He says, Willie, he said, I found out about that guy. He brought the porta potties in to the fair. And he tells the fair director, anything else I can help you with, I'll do. Well, they start putting him to work, doing all he has an earpiece because they're telling him his whole thing was he wanted to get Trump signed his book. He did the whole thing. He goes, he didn't even know you were going to be there. You were a bonus. He was excited. He got the picture of me. Isn't that wild?
That's amazing.
So I'm on the bus. So Trump's fixing to go speak. Well, when I went to this deal, my wife, I said, look, Trump's speaking. We're going to go over and check it out. She says, Willie, do not get on that stage. I said, don't worry. I'm out of this. I'm not getting involved. Bobby Jindal was running. He was a friend of mine. I was like, no, I ain't doing any of that stuff. And so Trump, before he gets off the bed, he goes, Willie, did you want to get up and say anything to the crowd? And I said, no, Mr. Trump, I'm good, man. I'm good. You go ahead, you know. But I thought, I thought these politicians, you know, but I thought, well, he's not a politician, so maybe he won't do it.
So here's a question you shouldn't have to think about, but probably do. What would you do if your family needed life-saving medication and you couldn't get any? You hate to think you're going to face that. We depend on our supply chains all the way from Asia to here, thousands of miles across the Pacific Ocean. But let's be honest, that chain is fragile. Just one weather event, one container ship accident, an unexpected crisis, a war, we're on the brink of a couple, and suddenly you can't get the medication that you need, that your family needs. Now, people are going to tell you, don't worry about it, calm down, everything is fine. All right, but why not spend a little bit of money to make sure everything actually will be fine? And that's where the Jace Case comes in, J-A-S-E case. It's not paranoid, it's planning. The Jace Case is a simple, portable supply of emergency medications, ones you actually will need, that you can keep at home so you're totally prepared. It's better to be too early than too late, though at this point, nobody thinks we're going to be too early with this. Check it out for yourself. Go to jace.com, J-A-S-E.com, and use the code Tucker for a discount. That's jace.com, promo code Tucker. You should do it. We have.
So I go out there, Tucker. I'm like, he gets on the stage. And I thought if he's going to do it, he's going to do it right off the bat. And so there's a stairwell. And so I'm kind of hiding in this because I don't really want to be seen at this point. You know, I'm like, somebody be like, there's Willie Robertson. I'm like, no, I look like him, you know, and I'm kind of like leaning the stairwell. And I'm thinking right off the bat, he's going to go like, hey, guess who's here? You know, nothing. Trump just goes into a speech. He's China. He's 30 minutes deep. By this time, we're laughing. We're like, this is the funnest thing ever. You know, I never dreamed he'd be the president. I was like, this is cool to see, you know. And Trump, 30 minutes deep, he just stops. He looks around and goes, where's Willie? And my heart stopped. I went, oh my gosh, please tell me he knows another guy named Willie at the Oklahoma State Fair. And he just starts walking down the street. He goes, where the hell's Willie at? Where's he at? You know, and nobody knows who he's talking about. Everybody's going, who's Willie? And my buddy's going, Willie, you got to go up there. And I said, I can't go up there. Like, I'm not prepared to go up on the stage. And he's like, he's calling for you on the stage. So I pop up on the stage. Well, everybody goes crazy. Like, it was like, oh my gosh. And so I walk over, I was like, yeah, I'm like waving to the crowd. And so I leaned, I shook his hand. I said, hey, good job, Mr. Trump. You kill it, man. It's awesome. And I go to pull away. He doesn't let go of my hand. He just holds it. And I'm like,
you're in the Trump trap.
And I'm going, uh-oh. And he's holding it. He goes, hey. And he goes, hey, I got something. He said, do y'all know who this is? And everybody goes, he goes, this is the biggest television star in America. Everybody's going crazy, you know. He said, there's a Willie Robertson, Duck Dynasty. He said, I got one question for Willie. And I was like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, please. He goes, do you love Trump? And just hands me the microphone.
That's the Trumpiest question ever.
Tucker, my brain is going so fast. I'm like, because here's the situation. We've got 10,000 people here. They're all there to see him. They're there to see me. And now he's asked me this super awkward question. I'm like, I've already endorsed Bobby Jindal. I'm like, what am I supposed to, you know? And so I lean up to the mic and I go, yeah, I do like me some Trump. And everybody cheers, you know. And I said, and Trump's behind me with his hands on my shoulder. He's ready to if I say the wrong things, to throw me away. And I said, here's the deal. Me and Mr. Trump have 3 things in common. We both had successful television shows. We both were successful at business. And we both married people that look way better than we do. Thank you, Oklahoma City. I'm out here. And so I walk off to the deal, and I'm still just like literally kind of shaking from the whole experience. And I get in the stairwell, and my buddy's going, oh, my gosh, I can't believe that just happened. And my phone just immediately starts going crazy, just buzzing. And so I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh no, you know, what have I done? What have I started now? It's all my buddies going, oh my gosh, we just saw you on TV. Oh my God, you're on TV. You know. And when I'm sending a screenshot, Trump's behind me with a sign, you know, and he's behind me like this. And then there's my wife's. And I went, oh no. And she said, did you just endorse Donald Trump for president? And so I just screenshot the picture with Trump. I sent it to her and I said, no, why would you say that? And she was like, do not get on stage. And there I am on the stage. And the next day, I got in an Uber car in Oklahoma City to go to the airport. I'm sitting right beside this driver, little old guy. He looks at me and goes, what'd you fellas do last night? And I said, we went to the Oklahoma State Fair. He goes, so did I. He goes, I went to see Donald Trump. I said, did you? He goes, he's going to be the next president of the United States. I said, you think so? He said, oh yeah, we believe in him. He's going to be the president. I said, did you see that dude that got up in the middle of the speech? I'm this part of his face. He goes, you know who that was? Willie Robertson from Duck Dynasty. He flew in just to endorse Donald Trump for president. And I said, really? He goes, oh yeah, he's a huge fan of Mr. Trump. Yeah, he's a big television guy. And I'm literally, and I said, sir, do you know who I am? He looks at me and goes, no idea. I said, I'm that dude. I was on the stage. And I thought he was going to freak out. He goes, you had a different bandana on. I said, I did have a different bandana on. He goes, yeah, I didn't recognize you with that other bandana on. That's how I met Trump.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. We hope you'll subscribe to it. And by the way, you can hit the little bell on there and get notifications every time we produce a video. We hope you'll do that also.